It's the Morning Impact Show right here on Impact Radio 102.1 FM, the station that promises and always delivers to you. And right here on the show this morning, I'll be doing something not the unusual, but of course, maybe a little bit different, because as it is right now, there's a fever in town. And I tell you, that fever is the resumption fever, cause for preschoolers, for big schoolers, for students in, let's say, at the basic schools, generally secondary schools, primary schools, they will be looking to resume back to school. Some have resumed already, but majority will be resuming from next week. And I tell you, parents are definitely running skeletal right now. You can understand what I mean by that. So today on the show, we're talking about education in Nigeria. The educational system, the education sector, and everything that we need to quickly touch a bit on the show. And our topic of focus is definitely going to be about preparing 21st century teachers for the 21st century students. Of course, talk about 21st century, you know, this is big 2025, like they will say, and a lot of things have to be put in place. Are we going to talk about the professional development, like the skills that you need, because you cannot compare the way we were being taught back then to the way the students now are supposed to be taught, or the way they want to learn, or how adaptive they are. Everything has changed over time. So all of these are what we'll be looking to touch a bit on the show. Of course, we'll talk about the 4 C's of the teaching skills. Talk about the data literacy, the social emotional learning, the cultural competence. All of these and many more on the show this morning. If you're just tuning in, this is Impact Radio 102.1 FM, and my name is Ayodeji Ajiboye. I'll be your host on the show this morning, taking you through this ride. On the other side, I have someone, it's been close to plus or minus 8 years since I've last seen this person. I think that was the final year in the university, and it feels good to see that he's here with me in the studio this morning. Of course, holding it down in the Lagos State Ministry of Education. Well celebrated, if you ask me, because the teacher of the year for 2022 and 2025. And of course, is an innovation. He has an invention of his own. There's what they call the Peter AI robot. So all of this are what we'll be talking about together on the show this morning. Ladies and gentlemen, Mentogen and the ladies, and also if you're a student of this amazing personality, make welcome Obafemi Peter Lawal. Good morning.
Wow. Good morning. Good morning, Ayodeji. Wow, it's good to see you.
So good.
Wow.
Feels good to have you on the other side. You know, we're having this off-air band, and you mentioned that I'm right here being a broadcaster. But one thing is, you know, every one of us cannot be behind the whiteboard. It's no longer a chalkboard now.
Of course.
So we need to carve a niche for ourselves. But of course, feels good to have you join me on the show this morning.
That's the essence of education. So everyone cannot be the same. So education makes you to be versatile, so able to channel your potential to different opportunities. So when we take different opportunities, then you will discover that more opportunities are made than just one place.
All right, thank you so much, Lawa Obafemi Peter, for joining me on the show this morning. Like I mentioned, our topic of discourse today is going to be around preparing the 21st century teacher for the 21st century student. But before we go into the teacher, let's talk about the educational system, the sector itself in Nigeria, coming from the back of a lot of happenings in the last couple of, should I say, weeks and months about the glitch here, the glitch there, the exams. People are portioning blames. Some will say it's the fault of the teacher. Some will say it's the fault of the education itself. Some will say it's the fault of the student, or should we say the people who are in charge of managing this sector. But from your end, as a teacher, what would you like to say to this before we go straight into our conversation?
Yes, I will say that since we have a shared responsibility, then we have a shared blame. So everyone, if someone is to be blamed, everyone is to be blamed.
Everyone.
Yes.
The teacher,
all
the
the
students.
stakeholders, the teachers, the students, the parents, the government, everyone needs to be blamed. And the students, honestly, I will blame them less because they have not mastered life. We have been ahead of them. So our purpose is to guide them, to nurture them. So we, the teachers, we have a responsibility. The parent also have a responsibility. The government also have a responsibility to providing the necessary facilities that aid learning. So if everybody, if you do your tasks as a student, you read your book, you are diligent, the teachers, you are committed, the parents, you discipline your child at home, and the government, you provide every necessary facilities that aid learning, you will discover that, of course, the performance will be very high. But if we fail to perform our responsibility, then we have to share blames.
So as it is now, if I'm taking a cue from what you just mentioned now, bulk of the work still lies on the table of the stakeholders in the education sector, with less of it on the part of the student.
Perfect.
Okay. All right. Away from that now, a couple days ago, there's this rollout ahead of the new academic session 2025-2026, talk about new education curriculum, and someone is tagging it smarter curriculum. Like, of course, before now, we are used to our system of education is the 6334. Though some people will say it's 934, but I mean on paper,
on paper it's now 12-4.
12-4. Okay, on paper it's now 12-4.
12-4.
All right. So 333, whether we like it or not. Okay. So talk about this system of education and how it's been in the last couple of years, and the way we are trying to merge the early stages of education. To you, do you think this is something that is viable?
Yes, a lot of things have changed in the educational sector. I wish to firstly say that there is no nation that can rise above the quality of its education. And the teachers, they are the backbone of quality education, because you cannot give what you have. So when we look at this, it's possible. Mostly what we do is, I would say, more of paperwork. What matters most is the practical aspect of it. So I would like to commend the federal government for the new curriculum review that they have put in place, because a lot of things have changed in the corporate world.
Yes.
And you know that the education is the one that grooms the students for the corporate world. So education have to change along with the corporate world. But however, the curriculum reviewed is on implementation is untimely. It's untimely because when you look at curriculum review, it takes at least one academic section for it to be successfully implemented, because there are some factors, there are some tools, there are some facilities that needs to be put in place. So you can see now it is compulsory that every student have to offer computer science.
Yes.
So now science, the art, from now humanity, the business that was formerly commercial class. So they now have to offer computer science. And now you can see how many schools can boast of at least 10 working computers powered by electricity. So when you look at this, and now all the students in the school will now be offering computers. So you will discover that this we might just end up on a paper. Besides, we have coding in the computer science.
Yes.
Is already there. But how many teachers can able to code in Scratch, the simplest one, or Minecraft? Not to talk of Python, Java. So you will discover this. We just at the end of the day, it will end up on the paper. So what actually matters is the teacher's capacity training. That actually matters a lot.
All right. So, because you mentioned about teachers' capacity training, and for sure, I know that it is one of the things that you need in preparing the 21st century teacher for the 21st century student. And away from talking about the curriculum review, now let's go straight into our topic of discourse for today, where we talk about preparing the 21st century teacher for the 21st century student. In your own books, how would you say teachers should be prepared for their students before we go and talk about your robot?
Okay. Although maybe I should bring my robot here to come and answer the question.
Oh, no. I mean, it's going to take much of our time.
Okay. In preparing 24th century teacher for 24th century classroom or students, there are 7 pathways that have to be put into consideration. And the 7 pathway comes in the acronym SUCCEED. And that acronym SUCCEED is what we make 21st centuries to succeed, to ensuring quality education. So I would like to share the 7 pathway in this powerful impact morning show.
102.1 FM, yeah.
Yes, thank you. So to start with, the SUCCEED is SUCCEED, succeed. So the X is stand for student relationship. A 21st century teacher should know much about their students. You should have much information about your student. And honestly, a 21st century teacher, you will discover that social media now is the one that is trending. Almost every student, they have their social media account, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, they have it. And as a 21st century teacher, don't say that, oh, I don't fascinate this. You have to fascinate it. You have to have it. You have to follow your student.
You need to be interested. You need to know.
Yes, you need to know. You need to. I'm not saying you should monitor your student too, but you should do a follow-up to know what they like, the people they are following. Are they in the right track? You have to know their strengths and their weaknesses and ways. Because of your mature mind, how you can guide them to the right path. And for you to do that, you have to create a student-teacher relationship, which is very key. And I don't believe in the fact that one student is born dumb. No. According to Albert Einstein, that everyone is a genius. But if you should judge a fish by his ability to climb a tree, he will believe all his life that is stupid. So we teachers, we need to use a differential method of teaching, like flipped classroom that gives the student every materials that they are going to be needed, like field trip, where you have to expose them to various opportunities, to various sites for them to have industrial knowledge even before they even get into the university. You need to follow them up, you need to monitor them, you need to connect them with opportunity, and you need to have a written record of their strengths and weaknesses. This is going to be the action book that you are going to help to impart of them, because we as a teacher, we have a responsibility to take care of these children, and we have to make sure at every cost that they succeed more than us. So, and also, so we need to build that 21st century skills that through collaboration, good project presentation, that will build that 21st century skills like communication, like critical thinking, like problem solving, leadership. So we need to harness this potential, because in every student there is a unique potential. So the number 2, that is the U, is upskill. Upskilling, yes, thank you. Upskilling. You know, you can't give what you don't have.
Yeah, sure.
My knowledge, my impact is limited to the skills I have. So the 21st century skills you need to learn. unlearn. Sometimes you have to forget something to learn something.
I think we talked about that before you stepped into the studio this morning already. We're talking about, how over time people need to learn some things, relearn some things, unlearn some things, and then in place of unlearning, I would say co-learning, learning together.
Great. Yeah, you have not forgotten.
Okay, there's a catch. There's a catch.
Wow. I'm very impressed. I'm very impressed. Wow. Of course, you cannot. I see you more of sports than education, but you cannot differentiate sport from education. They are interwoven.
Yeah.
So you have to unlearn, and I don't see it as a crime for you as a teacher. For you to learn, even if you are humanity, for you to learn about STEM, for you
science,
to learn,
technology,
engineering, mathematics. I didn't say a crime for you to learn ICT as a teacher. I didn't say a crime for you to learn about CPR, how to give first aid. I didn't say a crime for you to learn about art and craft. So even this, when you learn this, it can even be a side hustle, and at the same time you are making impact in the life of your students. So the next number 3 is curriculum knowledge. Honestly, there is nothing that demoralizes students than a teacher that doesn't have a knowledge about the knowledge of the curriculum in the class, fumbling. And there is nothing that makes a teacher to look stupid, like in the front of the students, you don't know what the next thing when a student asks a question and you have no idea. There's nothing that looks stupid. So no one is an island of knowledge. Thank God there's no one in island of knowledge. So the teachers, they need to collaborate. And when they collaborate, you can learn from fellow teacher. What you don't know, you can learn from them. So in fact, even some topic you don't know, you can invite that teacher to come and teach it to the students. While you sit at the back, then for you to learn from that particular teacher. Okay. So there is all of this workshop and these that can improve your ability. So they are very, very important. So the number 4 is C. That is community engagement. The school is a cosmopolitan society, a miniature of the larger world. So my own, education or school that is not connected, that lost connection with the society is not education. There must be a link. There must be a connection. You as a 21st century teacher, you have to create the link between your class and the community. You have to take your class to the community. You have to bring the community to the class. And how are you going to do this? By simulation, by role playing, by field trips.
Yes.
Even
we call it excursion.
Yes, excursion. Yes, excursion. And even by internship, you can link your students for opportunity. Of course, maybe you have a student of yours that have not gained admission. You can link him up to a law firm. Go and do clerk there. Go and do boy there. From doing boy, you will learn 1 or 2 things that will help you, that eventually when you gain admission into law, you will even be more better than those who have gained admission before you. So as a teacher, you have to create a sense of community engagement in your students. So the number 5.
Okay, before we go into number 5, let's go on this quick breather. So when we come back, we take the remaining 5, part of you telling us how to be a 21st century teacher for a 21st century student. So as it is right now, we've talked about the S, U, and the double C, of course. Before you succeed, you definitely need to have this student to teacher relationship, making sure that you are who your student really want to interact with. We still got more to say to you on the show this morning. It's the Morning Impact Show here on Empire Radio 102.1 FM. Don't go anywhere. I'll be back after this breather. Stay with us.
Put a touch of class and finesse on your brand by advertising with us at High Impact 1021 FM. For more information, call
0706 393 5694, 0915 958 1881, or 0902 745 3931.
Follow us on our social media platforms at High Impact 1021 FM. Our deals are hotter than the weather itself.
Our deals are hotter than the weather itself. MTN Mega Billion promo is finally here. From Monday to Saturday at 7 p.m. Plenty Nigerians will stand a chance to win big. To join, just dial star 900 hash on your MTN line. Then every recharge from 100 naira or more will get you more entries and increase your chances to win. This promo lasts till the 21st of September.
Recharge today and win millions. T's and C's apply. Visit www.mtn.ng for more details.
12 hours of intense worship, 12 anointed artists, one stage. Are you ready? High Impact Praise Blast 2025 is coming. Get ready for a night of fire where praise, worship, miracles, and joy abound. It is High Praise Reloaded. Date Friday, December 26th, 2025. Time 6 p.m. Venue High Impact Planet Amusement Park Resort and Hotel, Kilometer 12, Lagos Ibadan Expressway, Iba4. Ministry DJ Ernestine, Adeyinka Alasheyori, BJ Sax, Shenwele Jesu, Lilian Neji, RCCG Praise Team, the City Choir, Laolu Benjo, Bidemi Olaoba, Sumisola Agbebi, Toluwani Saints, Chinyere Udoma. For more inquiries, please call 0814-229-9509 or 0706-393-5694. Entry is absolutely free. High Praise Reloaded. It is time to praise loud, worship deep, and live blessed.
Oh, what did they happen now? No bonus for all my line. No panic, as MTN don't carry better gist come. Every 6 minutes you talk, MTN go dash you 3 extra minutes. Fiam to enter MTN better gist. Dial star 123 star 2 star 1 hash or text BG to 312. T and C's apply.
Start your day with Impact as we give you positive affirmations, traffic updates, entertainment, fun trivia, and many more on Morning Impact. From 6 a.m. to 12 noon every day on High Impact 102.1 FM, your urban lifestyle station.
And I know it's gonna be a lovely day.
Welcome back to the Morning Impact Show here on Empire Radio 102.1 FM. And on the show this morning, we're taking us through the education system of the country, Nigeria. Taking us through is a renowned and a seasoned educationist, best teacher in Lagos State for the year 2022 and also 2025. Double honors, you can call that one. I've got with me Lawal Obafemi Peter. Who together we're looking to prepare for an amazing academic year 2025-2026. Our major focus is going to be on the teachers because we're talking about preparing the 21st century teacher for the 21st century student, and of course it's giving it to us in some acronym of SUCCEED. And indeed, for you to succeed, you need to make use of a bid and a bid and a bid. Someone will say something for something. Pro quo. Yeah, I think that's a Spanish word. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it correctly, but yeah, something for something. So for you to be a successful teacher, you need to also pick a bit of things to give to your student. I've still got Lawal Obafemi Peter with me in the studio. Yes, welcome back. So when we were going then, you stopped at C, the second C for succeed. Now,
Yes.
let's carry on.
So let's move to the next one, that E.
Okay.
And the E is empathy.
Okay.
Mental health everywhere. People are complaining of mental health. And do you know that the students, the young ones, they are the receiving end of this? Because if a parent is lost a job, a bulk of it is going to come on the student or on the child. So the students, they are the receiving end. So the ability of teacher to walk in the shoe of this student, to feel their pains, their struggle, it will go a long way to understanding the roots of the problem. So, because in every classroom you will find different type of students. Some students from a broken home, some students they are orphans, some students they are even finding it difficult to eat. So as a 21st century teacher, you need to understand, you have to have empathy. You need to understand the needs.
You need to be aware
of the requirement of these students. So for example, there is some students that have come across that when I check their record, they are doing well, but all of a sudden their record it's dropped. And through empathy, when I investigate, I discover that some of them they are orphan, some they have problem in their home, some has been exposed to drugs. Of course, when you have empathy, that is, instead of you shouting on them that you are good for nothing, no.
You become their counselor.
You become the counselor. You become their life coach. So it's, for you to, when you have empathy, it gives you more understanding about the struggle that these students, that they are going through. And I can tell you that when I connect these students to scholarship, the one that is orphan, the results went from the bottom to the best 5 in the class. So you can see that for every action there is a reaction. So there is a root behind every anomalies in the students. So through empathy, you will understand the cause of the root and how you can able to address the problem. So I would like to say that empathy can move a mountain. When words fail, they used to say music speaks, but empathy speak louder. So let's move to the next one. Number 6 is equipment. Equipment. You know, teaching.
The teaching facilities.
Thank you. You know, teaching without the necessary equipment or facility or tool, it's just like a farmer. Going to the farm, without a cutlass or tractor or something. So it's funny. The same thing. A teacher without the necessary tools and facilities, it's a dead end.
I mean, just like you rightly mentioned about when we're talking about the curriculum, that we already have the introduction of the computer science, where there's going to be a bit of coding and all of that. I mean, imagine a teacher who does not have the background knowledge of all of these things. How do you want to, teach the students?
Yes. So number one, the equipment is very important. Apart from the basic one, like the instructional aids, materials. Apart from these, maybe the digital device like projector.
But they will tell us to improvise.
Yes,
improvisation.
Yes. Wow, that's impressive.
Okay.
So now, the introduction of computer now for all computer and some other subjects now, they just introduce new subjects.
I think they brought back the history and they brought back history.
Yes, they brought back history in 2022.
Okay.
And the one they introduced now is more like the trending one now, like digital technology, like fashion, like solar installation and maintenance. And when you look at these trades, core compulsory trade subjects, they need their own equipment. They need their own laboratory. They need their own workshop. They require their own studio.
Like livestock farming.
Yes, livestock farming require. How many schools have farm or a site that they can use to particularize livestock, this farming and crop farming? So all this equipment, all these facilities need to be provided for the successful implementation of the curriculum, either new curriculum or old curriculum. Why the last one in the Succeed series or pathway is digital technology. We cannot be teaching the students in the old way in this 21st century and expect a positive results.
Big 2025.
So, according to Professor Jim Skellis, he said that education, technology will not replace teacher. But the teacher that fails to utilize, that make use to
Of
utilize
technology.
we replace those that do not utilize technology. And this is a true fact. So I'm saying that every teacher, for you to be a 21st century teacher, you need to equip yourself in digital literacy, in digital technology. So you need to learn. You need to learn this technological device, and there are many sites very free of charge, like the Microsoft Educator Center, where you can learn most of these digital education
Skills.
for free and get certified. You can become a Microsoft Innovative Educator by taking their online course. So, and there's also class2class.com, whereby you can link your students with other people abroad, either in US, in UK, in India, in China. You can link them. So a 21st century teacher needs to utilize these technological devices or platform to connect their students, to make them a global citizens. So you need to learn this digital technology. You need to equip yourself, and when you do this will go a long way to preparing a 21st century teacher for 21st century classroom and students.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I mean, I don't know. There's this urge in me to call you Prof. Because of course, the name definitely is still right there in my head.
Of course, that's the name you call me in school.
Yeah, so the name is still very much stuck to my head. I've been trying as much as possible not to call you Prof, but of course. Thank you so much, Lawal Obafemi Peter, for the quick insight into what.
Thank you. I'm sorry to call. Honestly, the memory. I love the memory, and you see, I was surprised to be called Prof in the university because it started in the high school. That I was called Prof. And I discovered that I have no single friend from high school in the university. Our manager was now
called Prof.
Again.
Well, there's this Yoruba parlance, I would say, Orukomo, ni Janromo, like a name you give to your child is what is definitely going to tell you what he or she is going to be. I mean, I was just surprised when I saw the innovation, like a robot, and is this person that is doing it. Honestly, I was not surprised because, of course, you can tell that this person is made to do this. This person really wants to do this, and I'm super proud of you for that. I mean, taking a cue from what you mentioned to us, the SUCCEED, that is succeed for you to be a teacher in the 21st century. Honestly, I feel like everything boils around the first U, which is upskilling, and also you being innovative. Because this is 21st century, like you mentioned, you need all these technical skills, this technology. You need to amass yourself, you need to invest yourself in it so that you can also be able to understand what your students are feeling. Because imagine that you have a student who is like 10 steps ahead of you and you are the teacher. Of course, you get to the class and your students are already correcting you about a couple. I mean, we did it, so you can tell that the student that will be doing it now, theirs is still going to be much more than at the level at which it was back then. So of course, there's the need for you to upskill yourself. Investing in technology, because I feel like that is the most crucial component to develop your ability and also to become, a 21st century teacher. You organize, you share information. People are doing so many things online now. It's not until you get into the classroom before an effective teaching and learning can take place.
Perfect.
All right, still the Morning Power Show on Empire Radio 102.1 FM. It's been a bit of a nice chat with Lawal Obafemi Peter on the show this morning. Like I mentioned to you, two-time best teacher in Lagos State. That was in 2022 and 2025. Trailblazing educator at that. Feel super good to have you join us today. And of course, to everyone who is also tuned in to the show. Before I let you go, quickly take us through the process of coming up with Teacher Peter AI robot. Take me to the process.
Yes, thank you. Thank God you say upscaling.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm not a science teacher. I'm not a science student. It's part of
I mean, you are a social educator.
Yes, it's part of upskilling yourself. You don't need to limit yourself just look at the world, look at what is in vogue,
Happening
what
around.
is happening, then tries to learn. Thank God that no one can claim monopoly of knowledge.
Knowledge, yes.
No one can claim the monopoly. So it's open. The internet is there for you to learn a lot of things.
So you want to tell me now that the whole development, the whole process of the robots was from the internet, your
combination of it.
Okay.
Of course, you get insight from the internet.
Yeah.
How am I going to make a robot that when I come, I ask a question, any question,
and gives me an
it's
answer?
going to give me answer. How can I do a kind of robot whereby I can pre-program it when I'm tired, and I can just put it in the front of the students
And it's teaching
them.
So how long can it last? How like
Okay, the power. 3 hours.
3 hours.
Yes,
so you can teach for 3 hours.
Yes, for 3 hours.
Wow, that's amazing.
Before the battery
runs down.
Wow,
that's amazing.
So the robots, it actually I link it with AI tools.
Okay.
It's not actually a robot that functions in isolation. So I link it with various AI tools like ChatGPT, like Gemini. So
Okay.
I link it to various Google. So I link it that when you ask the question, when you have internet, then you can ask that question, and it will generate the correct answer
For
from
you.
these various AI tools. So that's how it works. Apart from that, I also design it in a way that you can pre-program it with a memory. What you're going to teach the students. Maybe for students that miss a class, you can even power it for them. They miss a class for you to listen for.
So there's no point
that
your students disturbing and be like, please come and take us through this again.
Perfect.
Just go to that room.
Perfect.
Saves time, saves energy.
Energy.
All right, amazing, amazing. That one is, and hopefully it's something that, of course, is going to be, embraced by let's say the Ministry of Education, for other teachers, for other schools as well, to also make use of it, because this shouldn't be a one-person thing.
Yeah.
Many thanks to you once again, Lawa Obafemi Pitha, for joining me on the show this morning. The Morning Impact Show on Empire Radio 102.1 FM. And of course, we've talked about you being a 21st century teacher for 21st century students. You can tell that these are 21st century students, and they are not the students that were in vogue in